These are the things that hurt a narcissist, more than anything you can imagine. Narcissists often have high levels of sensitivity, even though they like to play the victim or the angry person. Even though some things hurt them more than others, their fragile egos are easily hurt. Let's watch this movie to learn what a narcissist really wants and how to treat them with kindness and understanding. Any feedback that makes the narcissist feel less important and in charge is very painful for them. When narcissists feel like they can't be hurt, they may react angrily and demand revenge. If you ever have an argument with a narcissist, you should be very careful and polite because of this. It could also hurt an ego if someone they admire said something bad about them. If someone they look up to challenges or criticizes them in public, it can hurt their sense of self-worth. When dealing with a narcissist, remember that they often act out because they feel insecure, and they may be lying, manipulating, or acting to hide how they really feel. It is important to remember that narcissism is now widely seen as a mental illness, and that a narcissist can't help but be self-centered. What they really need from us is our kindness and understanding as they deal with their own grief and fears. It doesn't mean that what they did is okay, but it does help us approach them with kindness and a desire to help. Keep in mind that the narcissist will lie to get your favor. They want you to forgive them and give them another chance. As a result, it is very important to set limits so you don't encourage their bad behavior. But let's not waste any more time. I'm going to talk about 3 surefire ways to hurt a narcissist's feelings. First, being thrown away and scrapped. Narcissus has a very thin skin when it comes to hearing helpful feedback. They fear being alone because they need constant support from their family and friends. People need to help narcissists get through life. Once you're involved with a narcissist, it gets harder and harder to get away from them. Because social media and instant messages have made people more powerful, narcissists have created an online paradise where they are constantly praised. They are able to keep their links strong, even though they don't see each other, which would be hard for some people. Narcissists, on the other hand, can get all the pleasure they need from the praises they get all the time online. At least for now, this is enough to keep their diluted ideas and twisted worries alive. Being seen is the second thing that narcissists fear most. Some of my thoughts on this were talked about in my first film, so I won't say them again here. Narcissus, on the other hand, is known to care a great deal about how they appear and will tell many lies to do so. The narcissist's only goal in life is to make other people think they are more interesting and powerful than they really are. They must be in terrible pain as they watch their whole world fall apart. The third and last thing that will hurt narcissists the most is being insulted. Narcissists are self-aware enough to know how what they say affects the people around them. Without a doubt, they use dishonest and deceptive methods, like words, to hurt other people. On the other hand, narcissists are hurt easily by helpful critiques. Giving narcissists the whole truth is illegal when you're with them. This happens all the time, but they will take personally any criticism of the character they've made up. You will understand that narcissists are more likely to take insults badly because they are already very nervous and alert. Unfortunately, they always have a flaw of some kind. Sad to say, it's not great. The truth has been shown, and things don't look good anymore. Even the most basic ideas are hard for them to understand. On the other hand, these 3 things are most likely to make a narcissist unhappy. Narcissists have a number of flaws that are easy to see. On the other hand, they are sneaky manipulators and scared wimps. Since I think that's all there is to say for now, I'll end this little adventure. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to hear what we have to say. Have you ever been abused and influenced by someone who liked making you feel bad? You're not the only one going through this. You put your whole heart and soul into your friendship with the narcissist and were always looking for their approval. Even though you meant well, they treated you badly over and over again, using your words and feelings against you. They enjoyed putting you down without getting in trouble for it. Their pride trumped the horrible things they did to you, putting your pain ahead of their own exciting and powerful feelings. We understand how deeply harmful relationships like this can hurt you, which is why we're here to help you. Our team gives one-on-one sessions starting at just $1 a week that are designed to help you get over narcissistic abuse and help you get back your power and peace of mind. Please click on the link below to start your journey towards a future full of good connections. When it comes to narcissists, they enjoy putting you in bad situations and seeing how hard it is for you to get over the abuse they gave you. Other people learned about your problems and made fun of you for them. They got sick pleasure from telling others about your pain, which made them feel better. Their favorite thing to do was enjoy the fact that they were responsible for your failure. It made them feel weirdly happy, and they were eager to tell you about their win over you. They felt better by showing off your pain in public and taking pleasure in it. A narcissist, on the other hand, doesn't understand one idea: fate is inevitable. People who hurt others usually get hurt back, and more often than not, in a way that is worse than the harm they caused. At some point, the pain they caused will come back to haunt them, as fate works hard to tear down their front. Karma will break them down over time. Even though it might not be clear right away, you can be sure that it will happen. They may think they are safe from the results of their actions and the many wrongs they have done to you, but they will have to face the consequences at some point. Both the pain they caused you and their refusal to take responsibility for what they did show how weak they are. They clearly didn't want to take responsibility for the damage they caused or the chaos they caused. They didn't try to fix it or apologize. Karma, on the other hand, steps in at this point. They might feel good for a short time about causing you trouble, but their false sense of power will fall apart, bringing them down. They are well aware of the harm they caused you, but they never tried to make things right or faced the effects of their actions. They didn't care about other people's well-being because they didn't know the pain they caused. The people who hurt you didn't feel bad about what they did. This is the point where bad luck starts to appear in their way. For some reason, they may feel calm even though they know they are not responsible for the harm they caused you, and they may think they can continue hurting others in the same way. When their karma finally catches up with them, they will know exactly why, but they won't want to face it. They will try to explain why they treated you the way they did, because they are sure that what they did was right. When they feel like their cries are not heard, they will make up reasons to put the blame for their problems on someone else. What they put you through is a direct result of what they did. So, as their fate turns against them, you will see the results of what they did. All the bad things they did to you will come back to haunt them. Finally, justice will be done, and it will be skewed in your favor. People like this are desperately looking for other ways to meet their needs, and for people they think will protect them from the wrath of karma. But this mask can only last for a certain amount of time before fate makes itself known. It might look like they are getting ahead and getting away with nothing, but there is a catch. Narcissists can only act like they are happy and successful for a short time. You were there when this happened. Unfortunately, every time a narcissist tries to make a new link, they break it. They can't avoid this because they refuse to see how their actions hurt others. By not saying sorry in a real way, they caught you in their web. They lied to you to make you think they were someone else, but in the end, they showed you what they really were. You kept them from getting the karmic punishment they earned for a while. But soon enough, You realized that you were just another link in a chain of bad luck that had been following them their whole lives. You realized that the next person they met was just another link in the chain that couldn't be broken. It was clear that they didn't have the power to break out of the circle of bad karma. In the end, this realization gave you the justice you had been looking for. You realized that what they did to you was never really about you. It was just another desperate attempt to avoid what was going to happen to them anyway. You will start to notice that luck is on your side once you have turned your attention to yourself, put your life back together without them, and put together the broken pieces. On the other hand, bad luck will always be with them, watching their every move and haunting their lives. We appreciate that you watched. Our hope is that this movie helps you understand how karma affects our lives and pays us back based on what we do. Gather your courage, become more aware, and seize the chance to live your best life today. Ever found yourself pondering their sudden pursuit followed by a swift disappearance? It's a tale as old as time. Initially, they sought you out with a pristine image of you in their minds, believing you to be the epitome of their desires. Driven by their own agenda, they chased relentlessly, but not out of genuine affection. Their motives were self-serving, driven by personal desires rather than a mutual connection. Navigating through the whirlwind of emotions can be disorienting. Fear not, for we're here to lend a helping hand. Our personalized consultations, starting at a mere $1 per week, offer tailored guidance to navigate the complexities of challenging relationships. Take the first step towards stability and understanding by clicking the link below to begin your journey. In the realm of these individuals, long-term plans are as fleeting as the wind, shifting with each passing moment. They lack the resilience to weather even the slightest displeasure, their attention easily swayed by the allure of novelty. Rooted in baseless assumptions, their decisions teeter on shaky ground, devoid of logical reasoning. Consequently, their actions become a game of chance, akin to the roll of dice or the flip of a coin, guided solely by transient emotions rather than intellect or maturity. Amidst the turmoil, don't surrender to the chaos. Embrace the opportunity for personalized guidance through our one-on-one consultations, where we'll navigate the labyrinth of confusion together. With our support, you'll forge a path towards a harmonious and fulfilling relationship. Click the link below to embark on your journey to clarity and understanding. And now, narcissists. They don't learn from their mistakes. They can't back up what they do or decide with logical thinking. They do everything on the spot and expect you to go along with it. At first, they are interested in you because they admire and want what you have to offer. But they'll ghost you once they have everything they wanted from you. They were breadcrumbing other people while they were with you. People in this group didn't get much attention, only occasional texts or calls. Narcissists like to have choices, and they'll do the same thing to you after they ghost you. You'll be ready for them if they need you, or if things don't work out with someone else. They won't have to waste any time. It might look like things are going well with the narcissist. You're making plans and talking about the future, and they're presenting you to their family. But all of a sudden, they're gone because they're focused on something else. They're always looking for bigger and better things. They're always looking for the next big thing, and they feel like they're missing out, even if things were going well with you at first. They think there might be better chances somewhere else. They'll ghost you and leave without giving a reason because they need to get their next target quickly before someone else does. Maybe they found someone more interesting than you, not because they don't like you. Narcissists get bored quickly and need to be stimulated all the time. They can leave without a trace, even if you thought you were building something with them. They are always in other people's lives and need to know what other people have or are doing because they are afraid of losing out. You'll never know where you stand with them. They won't fully commit to you or anyone else. They'll always have one foot in and one foot out. This makes you feel confused. Still, it's easy for them to twist the truth and blame you, which they then use as an excuse to leave. All of a sudden, though, they've chosen to give you another chance. The person they left you for didn't turn out to be as great as they thought they would be. They either left because you were almost able to figure them out, or because they found someone else and never really committed to you. Please give this video a thumbs up if it helped you. Tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to click the subscribe button to get updates. We'd appreciate it if you could help the service. Glad you watched, and we'll talk to you soon. Ever experienced the unsettling gaze of a narcissist, leaving you bewildered and enraged? If so, you're not alone. In this video, I'll delve into this peculiar phenomenon, offering insights to help decipher their mindset. My aim is to provide valuable guidance as you navigate towards reclaiming your agency and liberating yourself from toxic dynamics. Seeking to break free from a relationship with a narcissist. Exciting news. Personalized one-on-one sessions are now available for as little as $1 per week. Simply click the link below to schedule an appointment and embark on a journey towards healing and happiness together. Let's delve into the intriguing topic of narcissists' gaze. Understanding this subtle cue may empower you to navigate interactions with these individuals more effectively, eventually gaining the upper hand. I'm thrilled to share the wisdom gleaned from assisting countless others in exiting detrimental relationships. Rest assured, you're in good hands. Stay tuned for daily uploads on this channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay ahead of the curve. Be the first to access insightful content aimed at fortifying your resilience and breaking free from narcissistic influence. Let's take back control of our lives and thrive once more. All right, let's delve into those peculiar self-centered eyes. Initially, they may seem ordinary, but soon enough, they take on an eerie or unsettling quality. At times, they appear devoid of emotion, fixed intently upon you. What's the story behind this? To start, narcissists thrive on having egocentric individuals in their orbit. From a young age, they've honed their ability to navigate social landscapes, keenly observing and interpreting the behavior of others to ensure their survival. These covert narcissists are adept at constant observation, meticulously studying those around them to emulate desired traits. Their mirror neurons fire up, enabling them to mimic the characteristics of their targets, particularly those they seek to manipulate. Their intent gaze serves a dual purpose: to scrutinize and dominate. It serves as a reminder of their omnipresence, ensuring you remain within their sphere of influence. This constant surveillance can evoke a sense of discomfort, as if you're under perpetual scrutiny. A narcissist's stare makes you feel like you're not even a person, while a caring person's look makes you feel like you are. It looks more like a possessive, frightening glare that says, "I will get what I want. We both know that you are mine." During the trash phase, this feeling is especially strong. During this stage, the narcissist sees you as their biggest enemy and wants to destroy you. Their look tells you that if you get rid of them, they will become a threat or an enemy. For a narcissist, there are only two sides. You're either for or against them. You are their enemy if you are against them, because you might reveal the secrets they have worked so hard to keep hidden. Because narcissists see you as a possible threat, they want you to know that they are watching you. No logical thought is possible when the emotional system takes over in their brain. They are not thinking clearly. Because of this, they can't think or reason, and a different part of their brain takes over. This is why their stare may look empty or even scary. This change in how their brain works explains why their gaze looks so mean, and why they seem to disappear for a moment as their reasoning brain stops working. It's because of the dominance of the limbic system, which is a completely different part of the brain from the part that controls rational thinking. This mental shift can be so strong that narcissists don't always remember what they were saying or doing when they were in it. When the narcissist's rage part of the brain turns on, it often causes narcissistic injury and then anger, which makes them act in harmful ways. This can be especially scary if you're dealing with a dangerous narcissist who stalks or even hurts people. When dealing with a harmful narcissist, it's important to do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Get help at a shelter or make sure you have a strong network of people who can help you. Don't forget to set aside money for emergencies, find a place to stay, talk to the right lawyers, and get in touch with the right doctor. As a safety step, you might also want to think about getting injunctions. Narcissists aren't thinking straight when they're in this state, so keep that in mind. They might even have a blackout-like event, which makes it even more important to put your safety and health first. It's interesting that there is a science reason for narcissists' eyes looking so scary. When someone is angry, their sympathetic nervous system, SNS, is activated. This leads to physiological reactions like faster breathing, racing heartbeat, and dilated pupils. Because of this, when they're mad, their eyes might look darker. A lot of the time, narcissists try to find any reason to excuse their horrible behavior. The problem is that it's hard to tell when these episodes will happen because of the physical response that comes with anger. It's hard to know when a narcissist will become angry after feeling hurt because of something. It's even harder to guess what will make a narcissist angry because even small things can set them off. Small things can make them angry, like if the waitress brings their drink late, or if someone cuts them off in traffic or gives them a strange look. During these times, they black out or log out, acting out of anger instead of logic. It's important to know the signs and know when a narcissist might get dangerously angry, because this kind of behavior can be dangerous. Always remember that there is never a good reason to hurt someone. It is never okay. It doesn't matter if they say they can't remember what they did. They might be telling you lies to get you to accept them by saying they weren't acting like themselves, or by talking about a stressful day, being abused as a child, or other personal problems. Or they could blame you and say that you weren't understanding, caring, or sensitive enough, or that you looked at them funny or talked too loudly at dinner. Remember that there is never a good reason to treat others badly, no matter what their excuse is. It's important to know that statements like, "I would never hurt you on purpose," or "I didn't mean to," are not acceptable ways to say sorry. These kinds of comments don't excuse or explain away their actions. Don't forget that it's not okay. Let's say it again in the comments, not okay. It doesn't matter if they hurt you on purpose or get so angry that they lose control and hurt you, then say they don't remember. You should get better. Additionally, you have the right to be safe, both physically and mentally, and to be kept safe from sexual harm should that happen. A sign that something is wrong is when you see a narcissist's eyes change and get darker. To keep yourself safe, you should stay as far away from them as possible at these times. Okay, this is just one of many signs that something is wrong. To keep yourself safe from narcissists who might hurt you, it's important to notice these warning signs. Don't forget to join this station to see more videos. Remember that today is a great day to start bargaining for what's best for you. Remember that they can only win if you give up, which you don't have to do since you have so much help and support at your disposal. These are the things that hurt a narcissist, more than anything you can imagine. Narcissists often have high levels of sensitivity, even though they like to play the victim or the angry person. Even though some things hurt them more than others, Their fragile egos are easily hurt. Let's watch this movie to learn what a narcissist really wants and how to treat them with kindness and understanding. Any feedback that makes the narcissist feel less important and in charge is very painful for them. When narcissists feel like they can't be hurt, they may react angrily and demand revenge. If you ever have an argument with a narcissist, you should be very careful and polite because of this. It could also hurt an ego if someone they admire said something bad about them. If someone they look up to challenges or criticizes them in public, it can hurt their sense of self-worth. When dealing with a narcissist, remember that they often act out because they feel insecure, and they may be lying, manipulating, or acting to hide how they really feel. It is important to remember that narcissism is now widely seen as a mental illness, and that a narcissist can't help but be self-centered. What they really need from us is our kindness and understanding as they deal with their own grief and fears. It doesn't mean that what they did is okay, but it does help us approach them with kindness and a desire to help. Keep in mind that the narcissist will lie to get your favor. They want you to forgive them and give them another chance. As a result, it is very important to set limits so you don't encourage their bad behavior. But let's not waste any more time. I'm going to talk about 3 surefire ways to hurt a narcissist's feelings. First, being thrown away and scrapped. Narcissus has a very thin skin when it comes to hearing helpful feedback. They fear being alone because they need constant support from their family and friends. People need to help narcissists get through life. Once you're involved with a narcissist, it gets harder and harder to get away from them. Because social media and instant messages have made people more powerful, narcissists have created an online paradise where they are constantly praised. They are able to keep their links strong, even though they don't see each other, which would be hard for some people. Narcissists, on the other hand, can get all the pleasure they need from the praises they get all the time online. At least for now, this is enough to keep their diluted ideas and twisted worries alive. Being seen is the second thing that narcissists fear most. Some of my thoughts on this were talked about in my first film, so I won't say them again here. Narcissus, on the other hand, is known to care a great deal about how they appear and will tell many lies to do so. The narcissist's only goal in life is to make other people think they are more interesting and powerful than they really are. They must be in terrible pain as they watch their whole world fall apart. The third and last thing that will hurt narcissists the most is being insulted. Narcissists are self-aware enough to know how what they say affects the people around them. Without a doubt, they use dishonest and deceptive methods, like words, to hurt other people. On the other hand, narcissists are hurt easily by helpful critiques. Giving narcissists the whole truth is illegal when you're with them. This happens all the time,